here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Hello everyone, it's Ghost again, back with another great review. I have this Civil War 3-pack that I picked up, and we're going to crack this open and see what it's all about. I've been hearing good things, I've been hearing bad things. We'll see. But all I know is we got Spider-Man right there. Oh, Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Awesome. So this is the Captain America Civil War Marvel Legends series. It has Spider-Man, Captain America, and Iron Man, which when it looks like it from the Giant Man wave is just battle damage. But you get two little head sculpts there for swappability. But the Captain America one does not look like Chris Evans. That's just, we'll see. We'll take a closer look. You guys be the judge. So let's take a look at the side of the box. We have Captain America. Which side are you on? In the back of the box, we have a nice little rendition of everybody there, all three figures. And then there's a little read up here. You guys can go ahead and read that. Pause it if you like. Alrighty. So there's some warnings and things like that. The other side of the box, we have Iron Man. That's who I am, Team Iron Man all the way. I don't care what anybody says. And then we have the bottom of the box, which is nice barcode. Top of the box, window. All right, let's open this bad boy up and look at all three figures. Alrighty, so I got everybody out of their packaging, so you can kind of see what they look like, all their sizes. Let's get the measuring tape out so we can do a quick size comparison with all three. So you can see Spider-Man is just about 6 inches and a quarter. Captain Rogers is about 6 inches and a half. And Tony Stark himself, Mr. Iron Man, oh, there we go, is about 7 inches. 6 3/4. Yeah, 6 3/4 for Iron Man himself. So there we go. That's all three of them standing next to each other out of this 3-pack. Let's get Mr. Rogers out of the way. Let's get Spider-Man out of the way, and let's just focus on Iron Man. So you can see this is the accessories he comes with: his head, and then he has his normal head here. He has his Iron Man helmet here with the black wash on it because it has been battle damaged. You can notice that it's battle damage all over the suit. It looks like they just threw some black paint on there. I don't know if they molded it any different because it looks the same on each side. You could just see some paint detail on the thigh right here as well. Just some black paint on the figure. And let's see on the back. There's nothing on the back. They didn't even finish painting the back at all. Let's take a look at the other accessories he has. Take a look at the other accessories he has. He comes with his little blast effects here. There's a blue one and a green one. You get a pair each. So that's pretty nice. You can put them both on his hands or on his feet. You can see here, I'll demonstrate. You can put that there, boom. And then you can put one on his foot right here. So you can see that, you know, you can interchange them. As long as they have a peg hole, it'll fit. So let's take a look at more detail. You can see that the arc reactor there that's on his chest, looking pretty nice. Let's look at the articulation. Heads on a ball peg. Goes around 360. You can move it down a fair amount. You can move it up a fair amount. His arms fully rotate. You can bring it up about that much because the shoulder pad inhibits the articulation a little bit. You get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. You have a swinge for his wrist. I wish he had more hands. I think the Giant Man wave Iron Man has fisted hands. I believe it has fisted hands. So for diaphragm, you get a diaphragm joint here. So you get this is how far you can lean back. Yeah, that's as far as you can lean forward, so not that much leaning forward out of that. You get a swivel out of it. No waist swivel. Hips. This is how far his leg will go up. This is how far his leg will go back. Right here, it's as far as his leg will go back. We got double jointed knees. We have an ankle hinge. And we have an ankle pivot. So all in all, this Iron Man figure is pretty nice. I mean, the battle damage effect on it, I mean, it's pretty lackluster in my opinion, because they could have had, you know, an actual new sculpt on there to have the pieces torn off, not just some black paint that they just put there. in my opinion. So let's put Mr. Stark away. Let's look at Mr. Rogers himself. So there he is, Mr. Rogers. Technically, I think the shield belongs to Spider-Man, but you know, it's Captain America. He needs to have his shield. So the only accessories comes with is pretty much the two heads. You have his normal Captain America head with some battle damage on it. You can see it's all black on top. You can't even see the A clearly. They don't have the wings on here that they normally would put, but the paint apps on the head is really good. You can tell that the eyes look really nice. They're not all wonky. They sculpted the lips and everything pretty good on there, pretty well. Yeah, you can see that black wash on there for the battle damage. Now the shield looks really nice. Let's take a look at this shield. It's all banged up from the whole Civil War encounter. You can see they have straps in the back instead of, you know, the little peg. But the shield paint apps looks really nice. I mean, you can see all the scratches, all the dings and bobbles that happened to it. So that looks really nice for an accessory. Now let's look at Captain America himself. So you can see the black little airbrush that they use to make it look like he's battle damaged. So it's just some burnt, I guess it looks like his uniform maybe caught fire or something like that. So it's only right there on his torso. I can't see it anywhere else on his body. So that's pretty much it. So for the articulation, his head moves up that much, moves down this much. Wow, he has no articulation for his head. Swivels 360. Rotates. His arm rotates 360. His arm could go up this high. You have a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. And we have a swinge right here for his wrist. You got a swivel, you got the swivel, and you got the hinge. You got an ab crunch, moves this far, moves that far back. We got a waist swivel there. For the hips, his leg can kick out that far, can kick out that far back. We got a thigh swivel here. You heard that crack? Because these are brand new, open from the sealed package. So he hasn't even been rotated that much. Double jointed knees. We got a calf swivel, ankle hinge, and ankle rocker. So we have all of that good stuff right there. So he has good articulation. As for the head, very lackluster. And as for the paint, you know, this little black paint here, they could have done a lot better, in my opinion. Alrighty, for the last figure of them all, the one we've all been waiting for, Mr. Peter Parker, Marvel Legends Spider-Man. We got the first Marvel Universe Spider-Man back in our midst because of Sony. You know, everybody should be happy that Sony messed up, because we have Spider-Man in an action figure form. I may be wrong about the whole Sony messing up thing, but if I am, go ahead and let me know in the comments. So we have Spider-Man here, looking really good. Let's look at the paint apps of this figure. So I think they're very good. There's hardly any problem with the paint. Obviously, you can tell that the symbol on the chest is different. Symbol on the back is different. But overall, you can see that the lining of the black lines on the suit go all the way around. You can see it's on his boots. You can see it's on the heel right here. He has a nice little black lining all the way around, because Mr. Stark had to make him his own suit. So it's a pretty good looking figure. The head sculpt, all the lines are sculpted on. They're not painted. They're sculpted and painted. So you have that to look forward to when picking up this figure. I mean, I would definitely pick up this 3-pack just for Spider-Man. I mean, yeah, it's great to have an extra Iron Man and all that good stuff, but this Spider-Man is worth it. It's worth it every penny. So let's look at the articulation. So his head's on a swivel. You can make him look down this much. Ooh, I got a little defect here. You can see the little red spot there. So you can make him look this far up. So he looks pretty good. You can actually make him, you know, look up a building. I wish he had interchangeable hands, because that would make a big difference. So we have the butterfly joint right here for his arm. His arm does swivel 360. It does hinge up this much. We got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which is great, and we got the swinge right here for the wrist and the hinge. I wish they would paint these correspondingly, like this red one, make it the same color or make it blue. I don't know why they couldn't spend the money for that. Okay, so for chest articulation, he arches back, he crunches forward, he has a waist swivel, waist swivel, guys, waist swivel. And you can see the black right here. You could tell that, you know, they incorporated his little utility belt. If you watch the movie, you could see that he actually had web shooters right here on his belt. So they did equip that there. So for his legs, his joint, you get some, look at that range right there. Goes back, got a thigh swivel, double jointed knees. We have an ankle hinge and ankle pivot. Very important. And he has heel holes or ports for your stands. So that's pretty much it for this review on all three of the figures. My opinion, Spider-Man is definitely worth it. I suggest you guys go pick it up. You can find them at your local toy store that has, you know, they're big supporters of Marvel. So go check those out there. We have all three figures standing here in all their glory. Let's get Captain America's shield out there. So once again, everybody, like, subscribe, check the description for my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram page. Check it out so that way you guys can have updates on new reviews and we can get you guys all the information you need. Thank you again. Keep hunting.